Hey guys, how you all doing? I'm Paul the Tech Giant and welcome back to the channel where today I'm going to be conducting a daytime brightness and reflection test on this 49-inch Sony XH81. Now what I'm going to do in the video is test out some bright footage, some darker footage, a bit of HDR footage as well, and I'll change up the picture modes to see how the TV handles a average daytime living room. Right, let's get straight into this test then, and at the moment I've got a piece of my own 4K standard dynamic range footage playing, and looking straight on, does look very nice. Now if I just quickly show you guys the environment that the TV is in, so we are in my living room with some south-facing windows. As you can see, I've pulled the curtains back. I've not got any direct sunlight streaming onto the TV, but still there's a fair bit of light coming in anyway. Now, picture settings at the moment, if I just quickly get those up. As you can see, we are in standard mode and the brightness is set to maximum. But like I said, I'll change up those modes in a bit. So looking straight on at the moment with the TV set to max brightness, that seems to be perfectly fine there. No problems viewing that whatsoever. So what we do is just slightly move around and see what the viewing angles are like. See how it fares. There we go. And to be fair, that doesn't seem to wash out like a great deal. Yes, we're losing a bit of colour, a bit of brightness. But you could happily sit off to the side. If I just sit on this other sofa over here, give you guys an idea of what it's like. Yeah, it's not perfect, but I have seen worse. It seems the TV is mounted up quite high at the moment. So as you can see, when I come up higher, that seems to improve the image. But when you're a bit lower, it washes out a little bit. But I have seen worse. Now, it's not my fault the way the TV is mounted up there like that. It's the way the TV is designed. And I can't adjust my brackets down any further than that, unfortunately. So yeah, if you come down low and you mount this TV up high, you will lose a bit of quality with that image really. Right, let's move round to the other side and just have a look at the reflections. So yeah, we are seeing some reflections just there. But at this present time, that's still, you know, watchable. It's not really, really bad or anything. There we go. So what we do is change up the picture modes and see what that's like. So let's put it into vivid now. Now obviously that's just bumped everything up quite a bit. So it's the same brightness, it is on max. But as you can probably see, that really punches up those colours. So whether that makes any difference viewing at an angle, which you may do because, you know, everything's a little bit more vibrant, a bit more contrasty. So maybe if you're putting this TV in a bright room, you know, you might want to enable that and to overcome maybe any reflections or extreme brightness levels. But yeah, look, going around to the side, as long as you're sort of on a level plane with the TV, that, if I do it quickly, isn't doing too bad on the viewing angles, to be fair. I've definitely seen worse, that's for sure. So what I'll do next is fire up a piece of HDR footage. Right, so we have again a piece of my own footage, which is 4K HDR. Picture setting is set to standard, and I will change that up in a minute. And brightness level is on maximum. Once again, no problem in viewing that whatsoever at the moment. shots open for. Still looking very nice around the side there, like that. So let's have a look. The viewing angles with a bit of HDR footage on there. And the reflections there. You can see them a little bit. They're not, you know, massively distracting with this lighting at the moment. Oh, we've got a nice. Now, whether that would be different if you've got direct sunlight on the screen, I mean, I'm sure it's going to make it worse, but how bad, I don't know. Bit of a nightmare at the moment because we're not having many days where we've got the sun streaming in. I've tried to sort of film with direct sunlight, but I've not been able to sort of catch it because it's, you know, it's always been overcast or whatever. And at the moment, this is one of the brightest days we've had for a little while. So I do apologise I'm not being able to test this in a very extreme bright condition. So let's change up to vivid. There we go. Again, no problems seeing that. We'll move over to this other sofa once again. So yeah, brightness levels from over here are fine. Like I say, it is washing out a little bit at this sort of lower angle, but it does improve as you come up. But it's still watchable, and I don't think many people would have the TV set up that high anyway. If I'm honest, it'd probably be more at this sort of angle. So just moving around more extreme, keeping it that sort of angle that I expect most people would have it wall mounted to. And I think that's more than acceptable for the type of technology that this TV is. Right, let's fire up another piece of footage, and I think next bit will be something a little bit more darker. So next piece of footage is again a piece of my own, which is 4K HDR, and this was shot last year. As you can see, Christmas lights look very nice. Now there is a bit of a glow. It's a bit hard to see on camera, if I'm being honest. The camera is actually making it look better than what it does. So yeah, there is a glow on the black levels, but let's have a look what it means to reflections. So now we're onto a piece of darker footage. Those reflections are showing up a bit more, which is to be expected. Oh, I didn't show you guys what picture mode we're in. So vivid at the moment, and max brightness once again. So if I move down a bit, can you see how we're sort of getting that weird glow up the top here? Sort of like a browny sort of haze to it. And that disappears as you move around. But that is what I am actually seeing with my own eyes. I just want to point that out. That isn't the camera just doing that. And the same when we move around like this. Again, more you come down. And when you come down at this angle, yeah, that is not good. And that is a fair representation. What I'm seeing through the camera screen is what I am seeing with my own eyes. So if we move up a bit, that does disappear somewhat, but we still have got that glow over there. Change up to standard. Again, what was that? That was brightness is on maximum again. So again, we go around this side. So we're losing a bit of that punchiness there now. There are those reflections. Just please bear in mind though, you know, as I always say, the price point of the TV and all that, take that into account. You know, I've done TVs that handle reflections far better than this, but then they have cost significantly more. So again, we are getting that browny sort of tinge, and like if I go down there, well, yeah, looks pretty unwatchable. I think we could all agree on that. But if you are sitting square on like that, that looks, you know, vastly improved. But as soon as you start moving around, that's when those sort of issues come into play. Well, there you go then, guys. Hopefully that video would have answered some of your questions to do with daytime brightness and reflections with this TV. And if you have enjoyed this video today, I would really appreciate a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, then please hit that subscribe button and also hit that bell icon so you get notified of my latest uploads. So, thanks very much for joining me today. Hopefully, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye for now.